After you make your 3D walls and you added all the door and windows opening, uh, my suggestion is add a baseboard to your project. So actually it's going to add more detail to your drawing. You can do this later, but I believe it would make it much easier if we do it in this step before we start making group of walls and floor. So as you can see in this drawing, baseboards usually, go all around the room, even under the window, especially when the window is not the full height window. And the only part that we don't have baseboard is where we have the door opening. Even later on, if you want to add the molding to your doors, you can easily modify your baseboard, you know, at that point. So I think still it's easier if we do it in this point of our drawing. When we made all the walls opening and before we start making group. The steps are simple. You just select all your floors, and to do so you can just click on each one, press Ctrl, select the next one. So in this case we just have two. I select both of them, I start the move command, I press Ctrl, and I bring this out. Remember, where we have the door opening, we don't have baseboard. So I just click here. See, as you can see in the SketchUp, when there is any intersection, SketchUp divide that part of the line. As you can see, this part is separated from the rest, so I can just easily go and delete where we have the door opening. Now the next step is we have to add a profile for our baseboard. See, we have many different baseboard profile. It could be really simple, just one arc on top, or we have really detailed baseboard. It really depends on your design. In this case, I just want to show you guys something simple. So I would just draw a rectangle. See, when the rectangle is blue, it means it's on the floor. What I want to do, I want to draw a rectangle perpendicular to, for example, this line. So I press the right arrow key. As you can see, it changed to red, and I would just put 0.25, 4. So I have a 1/4 inch thickness by 4-inch height. Again, as I mentioned, you can do any profile that you like. I can just add a simple arc like that here, or I know you can add anything like this here, any detail that you like. Okay, again, as I mentioned, you can just copy any profile that you like from here. You can see, you can find something like that, trace it in AutoCAD, import it to SketchUp, or even you might find something in the SketchUp warehouse. So now that I have the profile ready, what I would do, I triple click on my path because I want to use the follow me tool. I just want to remove this from my selection. So I press Shift. See, when I'm using Shift, it would add or remove from my selection. Then I open a window. See, remember, this is window. When it's dotted line is crossing. I open a window the way that just take the whole baseboard profile. And as you can see, this is deselected. Then I go to follow me tool and I just click on this profile. See, now I have the profile all around the room. Then I just want to copy the same profile. I don't want to redraw it. I just click here. See, I just select the section here, go to the move tool, click here, press Ctrl, because see this is moved. I press Ctrl to go to the copy mode, and I just bring it all the way here. So the next thing, I triple click here, press Shift, remove the profile from the selection, follow me tool, and here you go. So the next step, I would triple click here, make a group, triple click here, make a group. Then I want to place them back inside the room. So I would press Ctrl to select both of them. Then I go to move tool and I grab the back of the baseboard, the back of the baseboard here, and I would place it at the door opening here. As I mentioned later on, if you add door and you want to add, for example, molding around the door, it's not a big deal to modify this. You just double click inside the group to go inside the group. See, I can easily use push pull tool and make this one smaller, bigger. So I guess that's a good time, to add the baseboard now. So now I have the baseboard. Then we move on to the next step, that is triple clicking here, press Shift to remove the floor from our selection, right click, make a group, triple click here, press Ctrl to select both floor, right click, make a group. Now as you can see, I have my walls in a group, my baseboard in group. You can put them both in one group, or as you can see, I just put it in two different groups, and I have my floor in another group.